Hey everybody, it's Jason with the Board Game Mechanics, and today we're going to take a look at a game called That's Not a Hat by Ravensbuger. Designer, I don't know who the designer is, Casper Lap, and this is a 3 to 8 player game. It plays in about 15 minutes, and that's effectively legit. So this is effectively a memory game. Players are going to be getting gifts. You can see them. There's boxers and all that kind of stuff. And then you're going to be passing those gifts to another player, and you're going to offer that to them. And if you're right, if they think you're right, they'll say thank you. And if they don't think you're right, they'll say no thanks. You'll flip it, and then if they're wrong, if you give them something that you say it isn't, you're wrong. If you're wrong 3 times, you lose. Game's over. So the way the game works is, on a 3-player game, you're going to have 3. Let's move the deck away just so we can see. So we have 3 players, okay? You're going to get these cards, and you're going to know these cards. Everybody's going to look. So we have a blanket or a tapestry, whatever, a blanket, a pillow, and some boxers, all right? Then we're going to flip over the cards. So boxers, pillow, blanket, all right? I'm not going to remember this. I'm terrible. I'm awful at this game, but I just want to show you how the game works. Then the first player, which we'll say is this player, they're going to take the next card, the card that's on top of the deck, which in this case is flip-flops, all right? And they will say flip-flops. Everybody looks at it, flip-flops, flip-flops. They'll put it down, and then they're going to pass the card to the player that is facing the arrow, all right? So in this case, they will pass the card over here, and they'll say, would you like some flip-flops? Or I have a nice pair of flip-flops, whatever. Say whatever you want. And then they'll say either no thanks or thank you. In this case, they'll say thank you because they know that's flip-flops. So they're good. You're not going to be out as soon as you get the game or a new card. And then this player is going to offer their old card. You can't re-gift what you just got to the new players. So they're going to pass this over here, and they're going to say, would you, here is a nice blanket for you. And they'll be like, thank you, because they know, they remember that it's a blanket, okay? Then this player is going to pass it this way, and they will say, here is a nice pillow. They'll say thank you, because they remember that it's a pillow. Then this player will pass, and they will say, here's a nice pair of flip-flops for you. Whoops, on the top. And they'll say thank you, because they know that's true. And this player is going to pass, and they're going to give it to this player, and they're going to say, here's a nice blanket for you. All right, now I've actually forgotten what everything is. And they'll say, no, I don't think so. So they'll flip it. It is a blanket. So this player is wrong. So they keep this card as a remembrance that they are wrong because they were right. And then they're going to take a new card. So they take dice. So everybody sees that we have dice. They flip the dice. And then they will pass the dice over here, and they will say, I'm offering you a nice pair of dice. And they'll say, thank you. They know it's dice. Then they will pass this over, and they're going to say, have a nice pillow. They believe it's a pillow, so they'll say thank you. Then they're going to pass this, and they're going to say, have a nice blanket. And they don't think it's a blanket, so they're going to flip it. It's boxers. So this player now has missed 2 incorrect or 2 items. This is probably me playing it legit because I'm awful. Next up, we have a scooter. So this player starting again. Everybody sees that it's a scooter. Pass it. We pass it this way. Have a nice scooter. Thank you. I will have a nice scooter. Then they're going to pass this. They're going to pass the pillow this way. They'll say thank you because they do think it is a pillow. And then they're going to pass this way, and they're going to say flip-flops, and they don't think it's flip-flops, so they're going to reveal it. It is a pillow, and that player is now out. And that is the end of the game. Again, that was a terrible overview, but I wanted to show you how it works. You're going to just basically pass a card, say what it is. If you're right and they challenge you, then they're wrong. If you're wrong and they challenge you, then you're wrong and you keep the card. Whoever gets 3 cards first is out. Everybody else, I guess, is the winners. I don't know. I think it's just first person out loses. It's a super simple game, 15 minutes. It's hard to play through more than once because you start getting the items from the previous game into the new game, but that's neither here nor there. So if you're into memory and you're into silly party games, this may be one you want to check out. So That's Not a Hat from Ravensbuger and Casper Lapp. I'm Jason with the Board Game Mechanics, and as always, keep gaming.